I will now demonstrate the design or the layout of my code on the NetBeans IDE. So in my session class, I'll start off with asking or displaying the main menu. If the user, the main menu asks the user for input on the command line, and if local is entered, then the processes method on the local shell class is executed. If server is entered, then I start the server. The server is also in the main session. So the server is the Echo HTTP server provided by us, by Pedro. And what I've implemented here is just two methods that prints to the command line. These are available throughout all the classes by importing them. Let's go back here. So back to the main menu. If local is entered, I'll execute the processes method in the local shell. The local shell just continuously asks for user input, and that input, that string, gets passed to the processes in the external commands class. And in this command, I take that input string. The input string is either from the server or the command line, and that gets parsed. If there's a space, that space is the token separator, and each token is stored in an array which only has a size of 10 tokens. So if there's more tokens in a command than allowed, it should return an error. So that tokens gets parsed with this line of code. If the first element in the parts array is let's say exit, the exit command, the terminate command is executed, so system exits. If it's show there, that built-in command, as you can see here, the show there built-in command within CMDS, the built-in commands gets executed. If parts equals super, this is the file handling. If it is super and the second element in the parts array is either add user, delete user, change password, change user type, then those commands are run. If not one of these built-in commands, it just passes through the process builder, and this checks, this executes an external command like ls, which lists all the files within the directory, or ps, Yeah, so going to the built-in commands. Each command is a different method, so and each of them returns a string. So super command just returns what you have to type. You can't just type super, you need to add super, add user, or delete user. Let's go to add user. I've used patterns to verify password input. I use scanner to take user input, same as the shell. I verify that the username criteria or the password criteria is correct. This is done with these patterns. After the passwords are entered, I validate the user type, either super or standard, and if not correct, I return errors. In the delete user, as demonstrated, I take the username, I take the saved password, and I enter a new password. And if that new password, I'm a bit lost. I'm talking about change password. Delete user just deletes the file of the username entered. Now going down to change user type, it's basically the same as change password, but just the user types. Show directory literally just gets the current directory and returns a string containing that. Help command just displays a string explaining every command. The user's Java file is empty at the moment because login and log off isn't implemented. This is for future development. And let me display the Git directory, Git repository. This is what I've used to store all my work, and on this I can find the source codes, the pom.xml file, yes, the Java files. I've got an alpha build, which is an old build of the program, beta, which is in between, it was used for testing, and the latest build is within the group, within the submission file. I also have a toxic config file, which is used to generate the documents. I have a manual which just gives more information on the commands and the shell program. And yeah, that's about it.